$100 the mom would sell. We got a good topic for today. Good topic. It has Puerto Rico. It has Puerto Rican fans talking. That's what we're going to be talking about today. So, wait for the fans, for the chat to jump in. So they want to talk about this. Hot day. Hot, nice day. Cool day to talk boxing. We trying to grind, baby. We trying to grind. Trying to grind out here. This boxing content. But feel free. What's good, Dracula? Feel free to comment. You know, we can get the chat going. What y'all think? Xander Zayaz. Newly crowned Puerto Rican champion. What y'all think? What y'all think about him? Is he a email champion? Because it was supposed to be Fundora for the belt. How's it going? How's it going? Rosa Gomez, hello. But feel free to let me know what y'all think about Xander Zayaz, Virgil Ortiz, Fundora, the 54 division, you know what I'm saying? Hamdog. Yeah. I did get into a couple fights in high school. But nothing too crazy. Who y'all feel will be the top dog? I feel right now the top dog right now is Fundora. Sebastian Fundora. Cuban, Mexican, American. My record was shitty, you know what I mean? I got into a couple fights. I didn't win all of them, I'll tell you that. All it matters is that you don't get marked out, you know what I mean? Fought a couple older cats that wasn't even high school. No lie, I don't know. I haven't seen too much of Brian Norman, but anything is possible. I'll root for Brian Norman before I root for Devin Haney. I'll tell you that. Yeah, we never get it marked out. You know what I'm saying? We never get marked out. I mean, we know when to fight, when not to, but we're not trying to go fight everybody. Just people sometimes want to start issue with you, and you. I mean, I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty. So you win some, you lose some, of course. That's facts. As long as you don't back down. But I mean, sometimes if you could avoid it, avoid it. But that's just me. But most deaf, you win some and you lose some. That's part of life. Manny Pacquiao. I was kind of watching that fight. I was kind of watching it, but yeah, Barrios is ass. What do you think about life after death? Cool question. I think uh, I think our spirit travels all around the universe and all the universes. You feel me? It's like a big ass web. So I feel like the energy, all our energy, travels all throughout the universes, and who knows doing what, just traveling, higher consciousness. I don't know. You feel me? But as long as you don't have like a bad ending on you, if you go out like of old age or whatever, I feel like you'll go like healthily, like if I don't know how to explain it, like into the universe. So that's how I feel about that. Really, like I said, Hamdaga, I watched like the first 6 rounds, and I had to do something, so I didn't watch the rest of it. But I was seeing that I didn't even rewatch it like after, not no highlights, no nothing. But Barrios' ass, he should have beat Manny Pacquiao. Grandpa Manny Pacquiao, he should have beat him. But yeah, I don't know. I was also seeing that Barrios should have won, blah blah blah. But that's crazy. He didn't Pacquiao didn't get punished by the younger guy. But then again, Barrios he's a low tier champion. He kind of gets beat by everybody when he goes up like in quality opposition. So I don't really. I feel you. He probably did beat Barrios, but only because Barrios is ass. He lost all his step up fights. I don't think Barrios is a good champion at all. One of the weakest links at welterweight for sure. The weakest link at welterweight. But hey, Hamdog, do you rock with the 154 division, super middleweight division? Who do, who do you see as a top dog in that division? Because that division is heating up, getting hot like lava. No faces, no champions. Even though super middleweight's been hot, it's been hot ever since. Well, I mean, it cooled down after Jermel went up and fought Canelo, but still somewhat hot. Now is real hot right now, like the summer hot, like the summer heat, for sure. You know, where the Boricuas? Any Boricuas in here? Cause they've been quiet for a long time. They've been quiet for a long time because they never really had no champion to really like flex, man. Now, now Xander is their man right now. Their champion, the Boricua champion. Will he stay champ long? I doubt it. But shout out to the Boricuas though, because we need them in boxing. We need more fighters to, no, I don't know where all the Boricua fighters at, but they're starting to come out. They're starting to come out more and more. Ever since Miguel Cotto, everything went downhill for them. Boricua, Boricua, where they at? And it's just competition. Friendly competition is all. Ain't gotta take it personal. But no lie, no lie. If you're a Boricua and you in this chat, press a like. Let's get that like. If you're a Mexicano, let's get a like. Yes sir, you feel me? Like if you love boxing, just get a like. You know what I mean? Simple. And no lie, I be having a mic. I be having a mic, but my lives be so random. Like I don't even be like wanting to take it out and set it all up. I just be lazy with it, cause damn, this thing to do lives, no lie, it's no lie, you lie. It'd be like a hassle, like. Then again, I just don't be doing lives, but here I am. I've been doing them lately, man. I've been doing them lately. No, cause it's been a little exciting. Some fights coming through. Some fights coming through that is worth talking about. Cause a lot of fights is whack. Like name fighters not fighting other names. Like, hey, but I get it. Get your money, boy. You know, get your money. That's what it is. Can't can't blame these fighters. But a lot of fighters just want to get paid and fight nobody. You know? But all I know, I'm excited for September, yes sir, and for the super middleweight division too. You know, which is what the live is about. But I'm like, sheesh. Have to hop on the live and talk about something really quick. 'Cause they be talking some mess. We can't let that slide. Like I said, if you're a Boricua, give this live a like. If you're a Mexicano, give this live a like. If you're Mexicano. If you're an American, give this live a like. If you into combat sports, give this live a like. Yes, sir. But Xander Zayaz, he beat, he beat a Mexicano for sure. But a known Mexicano, no. That's the thing. If he would have faced, I mean, there ain't no Mexican champ. We have. Let me back up. Let me back up. That's false. That's false. There is a Mexican champion, Fundora, and the belt that Zayas got emailed to him is Fundora's belt. Fundora vacated it to take the Zoo fight, right? So Zayas Xander didn't take it from the champion. The top contenders, you feel me, had to fight for it, but Xander did not take it from the champion. So he has to see Fundora. So it has to go down Fundora versus Zayas. Mexico, Cuba versus Puerto Rico. And like how Zayaz was saying, I don't know if it's true or not. I just seen it on social media, on like someone screenshot it and put some words. I'm not sure. It could be fake, but I'm like he probably did say it. Sounded like it, and he's true. Puerto Rico is up on the Mexicanos on title fights and important fights. You can't you cannot argue that for sure. It's like it's like let me see. Let me give you the facts. What is it? This is what AI gives me an overview in Google. In world title fights, Puerto Rican boxers have a slight statistical edge over their Mexican counterparts. Puerto Rico has achieved 87 wins compared to Mexico's 73. So, you feel me? 87 wins for Puerto Rico, 73 for Mexico. Which is, I mean, not that crazy. Not that crazy, but they up on the scoreboard. But does, I mean, it counts. I can't say it don't count. Uh, Sayas did beat that one cat. Like no one knows him though. What's his name? Jorge Garcia Perez. You can't even click on his name on Wikipedia. And I ain't gonna be doing all that box rec stuff. No one knows him, not even at his casa. So if it's true that Saya said that, but we go back to the same thing. Yes, Puerto Rico considered better than Mexico because they up on the scoreboard. But let's see Saya's face, and you can't hate. You feel me? I can't hate because Saya's agreed to Virgil Ortiz, and Virgil Ortiz took that Madrimov fight, so I can't hate. Uh, Saya's wasn't a champ back then, so Ortiz had to go versus the former champ, the one that had just got defeated by Bud Crawford. I mean, but for me, that's a more valuable victory than Sayaz winning the world title. Magrimov, I believe, would beat Sayaz most def. And then if you want to compare Virgil Ortiz versus Sayaz, Ortiz sleeps Zayaz. Facts. Facts over feelings for sure. So I mean, Puerto Rico is up on the scoreboard, but when they face nobody, you feel me? No name Mexicans. Go face a name Mexican like Fundora or Virgil Ortiz. Sayas Sayas is losing both fights, baby. He will lose both fights to Virgil Ortiz and to Sebastian Fundora. That's facts. So I mean, Fundora really, Fundora. I mean, Sayas really got a championship belt emailed to him, and then we know the biasness from WBO. You know, he had a good route, top ranked WBO. They're usually in the bag with the WBO top rank. Uh, they 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 work top rank work themselves with their fighter in a position to position Zayas to get the WBO belt, which is a sanctioning body from Puerto Rico. So of course, like Zayas was gonna get that treatment, and it's like, of course, it's like the Mexicans with the WBC, the Americans with the IBF, and etc. Right, but it's still Fundora's belt. Yo, if you're watching this live, just drop the like, man. Don't be lurking. Just comment on the fight. We're trying to engage with the chat. I'm still trying to get better at this live stuff. So help your boy out. If you're a Boricua, drop a like. If you're an American, drop a like. Whatever ethnicity you are, just drop your like. You feel me? It's free. It's free. And really, this I release my stress too. Like, other than being with my lady, oh man, this I release some stress. Yeah, just talking boxing, talking my ish. I love to talk boxing, man. That's why I give you all these lives. Even if I have zero viewers, I don't give a damn. So I know regardless, people will go watch the live. But if you love combat sports, drop your like. Drop your like. Who do y'all think wins in a fight with Xander Zayaz versus Virgil Ortiz, Sebastian Fundora? But all I know, all I know, if Xander Zayaz, a Puerto Riqueño, is to fight one of my countrymen, Sebastian Fundora and Virgil Ortiz. All I know, he's gonna be on his bike, baby. He's gonna be on his bike. He's gonna retreat, retreat. You know, he will be retreating the whole fight. Why? Because Virgil Ortiz brings that pressure, that that non-stop pressure, and then Fundora as well. And then just Fundora, bro. Like, that guy is crazy talented, and then his height is crazy. I could already see like Xander Zayas saying post fight interview, like, man, I don't know, his height was too crazy. I couldn't touch him, couldn't do nothing. And Zayas wants to smoke. Zayas wants to smoke, so I respect that. He wants to smoke, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna hold it down good for his Puerto Ricans for sure. He's gonna hold it down for his Puerto Ricans, and all I'm saying is, if you want to keep your title, but you can't keep it since it's not really yours. You know what I'm saying? Fundora vacated it. Fundora vacated it, and he's gonna want it back. So he's gonna be going after Xander, hopefully, because you know Fundora took care of business and KO'd Tim Zoo. I always knew Fundora was gonna beat Tim Zoo, and the first fight was not a fluke. Zoo didn't know what to do with Fundora, and we seen the second fight. Zoo quit. I mean, it is what it is. But Fundora, a freak, man. Just his height for his division and his style. It's just, I feel bad for Sander if he ever faces Fundora, but he should. Can't be like Canelo and avoid, you know what I'm saying, and avoid Fundora, rightful owner of WBO, like Canelo has done with WBC from Benavidez. Yo, you feel me? Virgil Ortiz went at Sander paragraphs. Ortiz was going in on Sander, but he did look like a hater. You feel me? Like, who cares? You know, do your talking in the ring. Try to go at Sander. You know, make that fight happen. And instead on Twitter with the Twitter finger, you know, try to make that fight and do the talking in the ring. I mean, Sander had a cold response for it, you know, like hating, like talk to me when you're champion. I feel him. Virgil Ortiz can't really be talking. He's not a champion, but he has a better resume than Sander Zayaz. You feel me? Like, that's facts. That's facts. Zayas would lose to the guys Virgil Ortiz. The last two fighters Virgil Ortiz fought beat Sander Zayas for sure. But you know, I mean, I get it. The Boricuas haven't had nothing in like 10 years. Versus Miguel Cotto, you feel me? Like they haven't had nothing. I get it. They're hungry for a champion, and they got Sander that was handed this WBO belt. You know, organization out of Puerto Rico, fishing. I mean, y'all know what it is. You had Bad Bunny on Sanders' tip. You feel me? Like, but it's gonna be short lived. It's gonna be short lived. If you're in the live, go ahead and give it a like, man. It's free. It's free. It's free. You may have Bad Bunny on Sanders' tip. That's how bad they're in the drought. Like they wanna be like, I mean, Puerto Ricans love boxing, so I mean, I get it. So they didn't have nobody in a, and that's not like at a below bantamweight champion. You feel me? They had They did have some champions, but like at bantamweight and below, little guys don't really get the spotlight like that. Like a 140 champion, a lightweight. Xander a super welterweight. So feel me, he's gonna get he's gonna have some fans. All the Puerto Rican singers, they're gonna be wanting to get clout off Xander. But once he gets beat by Virgil or Fundora, he's just gonna go back to being unknown since he won't have a belt no more. And all that, I hate. Yeah, like I've been saying like Puerto Rico is up on uh on the scoreboard on the fights, but at light heavyweight there ain't no Puerto Ricans for Dave Benavides to beat. You feel me? There ain't no Puerto Ricans for Dave Benavides to beat to defend his belt versus right Benavides. Canelo beat Bamlanga. Ain't no other Puerto Ricans that's known as super middleweight. At 60, I don't know. There's no Mexican champions there, so at 54, Zayaz is gonna get marked by Fundora or Virgil. No, once he faces them, once those fights are a go. Feel me? Zurdo Ramirez at cruiserweight. There ain't no Puerto Ricans there to fight. These name fighters. Yeah, that's what we want to see Puerto Ricans go at it with the Mexicans. Guarantee you, the Mexicans gonna be squashing like a giant versus an ant. The Mexicans gonna dog walk and Puerto Ricans, but there ain't no fighters. So you get the Puerto Ricans fighting for belts versus these unknown Mexicans, and yeah, that's how they get the scoreboard up. But versus the name Mexicans, they ain't doing it. Yeah. So I'm saying like, where the Puerto Ricans at in these divisions? That's what we want to see. Versus the Mexicanos, man. Not no unknowns like the ones on their beat. And yeah, a win is a win for sure, but the ones that truly matter, like the Macho Camacho versus Julio Cesar. You feel me? Chavez took that. One of the greats from Puerto Rico. Wilfredo Benitez got beat by Salvador Sanchez. And Tito Trinidad was low key a cheater. Feel me? Um, I believe it was versus Hopkins. Something about the raps. They try to do some sneaky stuff, and then they got caught, and then look what happens. Got beat up by Hopkins. And we know De La Hoya, he should have won versus Tito. But I gave y'all the names. That's who I want to see go toes, and the Mexicans versus Puerto Ricans. Those really the fights that matter. Not versus unknown Mexicans, my boy. But Puerto Rico, they have Fundor, they have Xander, newly crowned WBO champion, super middleweight, super welterweight. Uh, but that's it. You know what I'm saying? They need the Boricuas need to start cooking more fighters at super middleweight, light heavyweight, cruiserweight, because that's where the Mexicans at with the championship belts. They strapped up with the belts, Zurdo unified cruiserweight middleweight champion from Sinaloa, Mexico, holding it down. Dave Benavidez is reigning WBC light heavyweight champion of the world. Mexico Americano, you know what I'm saying? That is from Guerrero. Fighting out of AZ, USA, United States of America. And the Jalisciense Michoacano, undisputed at super middleweight. WBO, WBC, WBA, and IBF ring title, baby. Saul Canelo Alvarez. So, like I've been saying, these are the fights that matter. These are the fights that Boricuas need to win to make that record that they always bragging about, be more appealing, beat these fighters. And yeah, it's pretty impressive that an island with like a couple millions of people, beats the larger country with the larger population like Mexico in boxing. But I mean, Mexicans love boxing, but we love football even more. So imagine all those futbolistas that would be in boxing. But it's like saying, yeah, y'all say that, but China has, I don't know how many times the population, like quadruple, whatever you want to say, the amount of people that Mexico has, and we own the Chinese in boxing, and they got way more people than us, and we still top dog. But that's not their sport. But regardless, they have like a billion people, a billion Chinese, and we still, the Mexicans, we own these Chinese in boxing. You feel me? But that's lame. You know what I'm saying? Like per capita, whatever y'all want to say. No one really cares about that. Yeah, Puerto Rico been in a drought last 10 years. They got Sander and they get cocky right away. Like, bro, be the name Mexican and then be as cocky as you want. Be Virgil Ortiz, be Sebastian Fundora. You feel me? Like, be Canelo Alvarez, be David Benavidez. But there ain't no Boricuas in those divisions. They just starting to pop out. But I mean, the Sanders not even gonna be champion long, my boy. So celebrate him while it lasts, cause that ain't gonna take long. But I've been on this live for 45 minutes. The chat didn't engage somewhat, but I talked my ish. So it's until next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Shout out everybody that be rocking with my content. And whenever y'all join my lives, just remember to share it, to like it, and to join the convo. So it won't be boring, and continue the conversation on the sport we all love. So till next time, yes, to the next live, baby.